Please tell me your name and your title.
Shara Cooney, Internet Sales Coordinator / Assistant Manager for Peruzzi Toyota.
Okay, Shara, can you tell me your background? Do you have any automotive experience before this dealership?
Never.
Okay, what did you do before you worked at Peruzzi Toyota?
I was in graphic design and banking.
Okay, and what's the most amount of money you made before Peruzzi Toyota?
At least 20,000.
20,000. And what are you going to close with this year?
Around 45,000.
Okay, so you over doubled, almost tripled, right? Sort of, actually over doubled, what you're making before graphic design. How do you feel about that, going from $20,000 to $45,000?
I feel great. I feel like I have a life and a career ahead of me.
Okay. Now tell me, what type of training did you go through here at Peruzzi Toyota?
We went through some really great training with Dealer Synergy. I was like the first one to receive this training with Peruzzi Toyota when we took in Dealer Synergy. And it was the best, and ever since then I've become pretty much a really great internet sales coordinator.
Can you tell me what type of training did you go through, process, objections, what type of training did you receive?
We did a lot of role play. We learned the process of why we need to know what we know, and the script, which is basically a really superior way to get people into a way of buying without having to give a price, without having to disclose any other information. It's just a way to get them into the dealership with this one script. It's like in a play, like I'm on a commercial, like I'm an actress every day on the phone.
Now, what about the objections, rebuttals, and the actual word tracks? Do you use the Dealer Synergy scripts and word tracks with the customers?
Every day.
Okay, here's the thing. When I talk to other, people, sometimes they're like, I'm not going to use those word tracks or objections, rebuttals, and even some people that work at your store, they don't follow the scripts. But I'm not a rocket scientist, but you are the #1 coordinator there with your numbers and with your appointments and your shows and all of that. Am I stepping out of my boundaries, or am I going to correlate the fact that you actually follow the script is why you're successful?
Right. I mean, and I reaffirm that every day with the internet sales coordinators. If you want to make money, you follow the script, you follow the process, and you will. Otherwise, you're going to have a bad paycheck every week.
What is the hardest part of your job being a coordinator?
Well, you're going to have times when you have your ups and your downs with customers, and you just got to wipe it off your shoulder and say, move on to the next prospect, because everybody is important and you should treat them like a new prospect.
If you had a tip for a coordinator out there, something that you've learned through Dealer Synergy, through your experience, what would you like to, give to the community out there as advice?
I'd say, if you follow the script, but at the same time treat them like a human, not just a lead. You want to treat them like you want them to buy a car from you and stay as a relationship with the dealership you work for. You will sell cars, and you do not need to give pricing. You do not need to give all that. All you need to do is befriend them and sell yourself and the process.
Okay, a couple closing questions. As far as Dealer Synergy, what type of experience have you had with Dealer Synergy other than training? Do you have support with them through Amy?
Yeah.
Can you talk about the support? What do they do for you?
If I ever have an issue with anything I have questions on, or something that might have happened that I just don't know what to do, I can easily log in and write to them or call them up by direct number. You can AOL anybody. It's just an easy way to get in contact with someone pretty quick.
And do you recommend Dealer Synergy and Sean V. Bradley for training consultant for internet departments?
Definitely.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.